All right, guys, good morning. Go Dogs. Today, we got a good one, another good one, man. So, let me take y'all over here and show y'all what we. Today, we're doing some Cornish hens, man. These are my seasonings for my Cornish hens. I'm gonna go with this little Caribbean chicken seasoning. Gonna do some thyme and, of course, some celery seed. This I get this at a Caribbean farmer's market. It's actually an Asian farmer's market. They sell Caribbean spices, but good stuff, man. So that's what's going on in the Cornish hens. I'm just gonna cut them in half them. And then I'm gonna do a sweet potato mash. So we got sweet potatoes right there. This is all I'm using. Butter, a little sea salt, top it off with a little parsley. And I'm gonna whip them things up after I finish cooking them in this food processor. And you cannot over whip sweet potatoes. So that's what we're cooking today. Y'all stay tuned right here on the Road Grill. Yeah, boy. All right, guys, and what I have here is the birds. I cut them in half already. Just so you know, just go straight down the backbone with a sharp knife on both sides, and you will have two halves of this Cornish hen. All right, guys, first up is the Caribbean chicken seasoning. I'm going on all over on both sides with this Caribbean chicken seasoning. Make sure you don't go too heavy because, like I said, it is salty. And then next up, I'm going to go off with a little celery seed. Celery seed gives it a nice little bite. And then after the celery seed, I'm going to hit it with some dry thyme. I ain't going to bore y'all with the talking. I'm going to speed it up so y'all can see it. All right, y'all, we got them birds seasoned up. Make sure you don't put a lot of salt on them. These are very small, so you don't have to go crazy with the seasoning salt because, like I said, they are very small, and before you know it, you'll be making it salty. But anyway, I'm gonna let these rest for about 30 minutes. While that's doing that, I got my oven over here on convection, preheating to 400 degrees. I'm gonna stick these birds in a 400-degree oven, let them go for probably about 35 minutes on 400, crank it back down to 350, and let them rock out for probably about another 20 minutes on 350. Stay tuned. All right, folks, change of plans on the Cornish hens. I'm actually going to sear them off in a pan first before I put them in the oven. And then I'm gonna make like a little lemon garlic jus to go with it while they're in the pan cooking. So hope that makes sense. I'm gonna sear them off in the pan over some olive oil and butter. Then I'm gonna stick them in my oven at 400 degrees and let them go for 30 minutes. And when they come out, I'm gonna take them out, put a little garlic, some lemon in the pan, add a little water, chicken stock, and make a nice little jus. You'll see it when they come out. Stay tuned, baby. All right, so I got a 50-50 mixture of butter and olive oil. This is like my favorite olive oil right here because you can saute and grill with it. It's just olive oil. It's not extra virgin. Just some good stuff right here. Anyway, I'm gonna let that come to a heat, and we're gonna put the chicken Cornish hens on. All right, guys, and you can see I got my chicken on a rack. I use the rack as a way to let all of the moisture release, so I don't have soggy chicken swimming in, the blood and everything that comes off of it. Getting some good pop on my grease, so I'm going skin side down. I think I could fit all of them in here at one time. There we go. We're gonna let these rock out for probably about 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, depending. I just wanna get a nice brown, some nice color on the other side, on the skin side. Flip them over and in the oven they go. I just want y'all to listen to that sizzle. All right, y'all, libation of today. We can't have no cooking without some good drinking. They go hand in hand. Cheers. All right, let's check them, guys. See what it's looking like. That's what we're looking for right there. Look at that color on there, man. That's what we're looking for right there. Money. So I'm gonna flip these over and cut my heat off. in the oven. Let me grab this hot pan. In the oven they go. And I'm gonna check these in I'm taking them for about 30 minutes. I'm gonna check them in 20. Yes, sir. Let's take a little peek at these Cornish hens. How they cook? Yes, sir. All right, y'all, next up to bat, we're gonna start on our sweet potatoes. This is something that you can cook down, finish off, and it holds very well. But anyway, some salted water. I'm gonna take these, throw them in there, cut my heat on, boil these down, and then we'll come back and show you what to do next. Basically, we're gonna drain them off and they go into that food processor. All right, stay tuned. My Cornish hens, they're looking good. All right, we set the timer to 30 minutes. So it's like 36 seconds left. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stove off. And I'm gonna let these Cornish hens sit in there for probably about 5 minutes. Take them out the pan, and then we'll start to make our little juju. All right, y'all, now I'm about to take them out the oven. I just want you to let you see. That's my oven going off. Let's cut that off, boom. Nice and tender. Nice and juicy. And you see all the drippings that came off of them? We're gonna make a nice little sauce with that. So we're gonna stick this on the stove. I'm gonna take these chicken out, and then I'm going in with my garlic and lemon. Stay tuned. All right, y'all, we took the Cornish hens out. I'm just gonna let them sit there and rest. Turn the stove back on. About to add my garlic. Add as much garlic as you like. I like a lot of garlic. Now, this is olive oil, this is butter, this is the jus that came from the chicken. So really, you ain't really gotta do much, and you know Cornish hens don't have a lot of fat, so you don't even have to worry about that. I'm gonna let that cook down. And while that's cooking down, we go ahead and start squeezing my lemon juice in there. Any seeds get in there, just take them out. Ain't no big deal. Go ahead and squeeze it in there. I'm gonna cut my heat down to a low simmer. And just let this little pan sauce cook out. If you need to season it, get it with a little salt and pepper. Stay tuned. All right, just another little quick tip. If you wanna intensify the little chicken flavor or whatever, little poultry flavor, hit it with like a corner, not a whole one, but like a little piece of this, throw it in there with it. Mix it in there, bring your heat back up, and that, instead of salt, will give you some good flavor as well. Stay tuned. See? Just mix it in there, man. If your sauce is a little too salty or whatever, hit it with a touch of water. Mix it on in there and you'll be good to go. All right. All right, y'all, our sauce is ready to go. So what I'm gonna do now is cut the heat off, and I'm gonna put the Cornish hens back in there, and then we will baste them, and then we will move on to the sweet potatoes. Any kind of juju in there, throw that back in there as well. All that's good flavor. And so we're gonna let these sit here, and we're gonna get to working on these sweet potatoes. Fork tender, and they are. So we're gonna go ahead and take the water off of them. All right, once you get these drained off, I left a little smidget of water in there. We're gonna put them in our food processor. Put the top on. I guess we gotta plug that boy up first and start breaking it down. Let y'all see what it look like in a minute. All right, if you have milk or heavy cream, now would be a good time to add it. I'm gonna go ahead and add, if I can get it on the spoon, hold on, hold tight. Go ahead and add some butter. I'll go ahead and add some of my finishing salt, some of my sea salt. And I'm gonna also add a little bit of moisture. If you got some heavy cream or milk, this is the time to add it. Put the top back on. And we're gonna break them boys on down. Stay tuned. Watch this. telling you, you cannot over whip sweet potato mash. Look at that. That's what you're pairing up with that Cornish hen. Bomb. Guys, there are our sweet potato mash. There are our beautiful Cornish hens with a little lemon garlic sauce. And this is our plate. Let's go ahead and plate up. All right, guys, and here we go. Got our beautiful sweet potato mash. Got our beautiful roasted Cornish hen with the garlic lemon juju is what I'm gonna call it on top. And of course, they charge you $5 extra in the store to get you a little bit of that parsley flake on there. So of course, we got it finished off with that parsley flake. And look at that, man. Man, I spent $8 on 2 Cornish hens. I broke them in half. That's $2 a Cornish hen because it's 4 halves. Sweet potatoes cost me nothing. This total meal right here probably cost under $15, man. And you cooked it in your house on your stove. Look at that, man. Let's taste it. All right, y'all. Again, I want to thank y'all for joining me here at the Rolling Grill. I'm still trying to get to 10K. Almost there. Just need y'all help. But let me show you something. Look at them potatoes, man. Sweet potato mash, white potato, a regular mashed potatoes ain't got nothing on sweet potato mash, especially when it's savory and you just use salt and butter. Regular mashed potatoes can't touch it. So, let's get into this Cornish hen real quick. Look at that, man. And I'm eating with my fingers. Take that, run around in that juju. That's a good bite. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. So as always, y'all, I want to thank y'all for joining me here at the Rolling Grill. Good foods, good vibes. Yeah, boy. Oh,